Previously on BarberMania.
Top. Razor Red, bro. I ain't believing you for real, because I was like, he came in with a half, that frum was looking crazy, but you surprised the heck out of me, man.
I like where you were going with things. I like the shape.
I can both use on the top hair, they're great. But the pressure, I get it. C cups weren't 100%, one was good, the other one wasn't. You have to look at the symmetry of your haircut.
We're looking for the best of the best. I don't condone rookie mistakes on professional work, and your C cups need win. And the best one of the two is gonna take the opportunity to go to the next level.
Razor Ray, you got the edge.
Welcome to BarberMania. This isn't just a competition. This is where skill, pressure, and discipline meet in the biggest stage in barbering.
So I'm not disappointed because of the cut. I just know that you could cut better than that.
But I think you overdid it.
Trato de hacer menos, pero que me quede mucho más perfecto.
That's the challenge.
Only one winning. Show me who's the winner.
Let's go! Now let's talk about what's on the line, because the winner isn't just walking away with the medal. The winner gets sponsored prices and the front page cover of Barber Illustrated magazine. And even more, you get 6 months free of the theCut app to always keep the business booming. The winner gets his own collection with GMB Pro. As you know, build to match your brand and your grind. To every competitor, bring your best. To everyone watching, stay locked in, because this is BarberMania.
Every corner of the country, they've answered the call. 8 elite barbers, each representing their home state, their craft, and the communities that shape them. Different regions, different styles, different stories, yet they all arrive with the same relentless pursuit to prove they are the best of the best. This is more than a competition. It's a collision of talent, discipline, and heart. Every lineup must be sharper, every blend more precise, every detail more intentional. Because in this class of elite competitors, there is no room for average. Only those willing to rise above the pressure will endure. Legacies will be tested. The stage is set. The pressure is real. And the journey to the top begins now. This is BarberMania.
And as you know, BarberMania is powered by our main sponsor, theCut.
If you're a barber trying to stay booked, build a loyal clientele, and run your business like a pro, theCut is a platform you need. Be sure to use code MANIA for your free trial.
As always, in BarberMania, the competitor's gonna be working with the GMB Pro Battle Ready system. The full-size mobile station keeps your tools organized and ready to move with you. As you know, the LED light stand keeps consistent lighting, so every single detail shines. And of course, the all-in-one mobile table keeps your space clean and efficient under pressure. And the Halo headlamp gives you focused, hands-free precisional lighting where competition and pressure matters the most. Now let's see who's ready to compete. Now let's introduce the judges for today's battle. First, as always, Platano Gucci, known for execution, high level, precision, and creativity. Next, we got Nick Mayer, bringing a sharp eye for technique and detail. Also, welcome back, Envy, respected for consistency structure, and competition standard. And today, joining us as a guest judge, we have Frank the Barber, bringing experience, standards, and an expert eye to the panel.
All right, my name's Alex Ortiz. My Instagram handle is Chakzilla, and I'm from Bristol, New Jersey.
My name is Rick Atkins. My IG is That Guy Rick, and I'm from Mississippi.
I've competed all over the country. I've competed in big shows, small shows, and this competition is just different than any other competition I've come across. Definitely more difficult. I feel like it's more on a level playing field, so I just like to compete against other barbers that don't normally see.
What made me say yes to BarberMania is when I saw it cross my feed, and I just saw how the competition was. It's most definitely different than everywhere I ever been, so I most definitely had to say yes. I'm up for the challenge, and what this means to me, I have a lot of people that's been rooting for me, cheering me on, saying I got what it takes to make it. So, you know, what other platform to showcase my skills at but BarberMania?
To be honest, like a lot of barbers like doing education, a lot of barbers like going to seminars and talking. The way I get better is through competitions. So when I put pressure on myself, that's when I compete the best. I just like to come here to show off my skills and level up as I compete.
I won't say I have anything to prove. It's just that, you know, I'm me, so I just want to show up and, you know, figure out what I got to do to be better in my career.
No, I came by myself. Shout out to Dappers, that's my barbershop. Like I said, I'm just here to represent where I'm from, Bristol, New Jersey, South Jersey.
She's the starting point of my journey, my change, and she's the one that helped me, you know, understand who I was. So having her here with me is just part of our journey because she goes everywhere with me.
My motivation is really just showing everybody back home that, you know, we're very talented in the area where I'm from, and maybe sometimes we don't get the recognition. I've been the forefront of it from my area, South Jersey, and I think we have the best barbers in the world. I'm just one of them. I just want to show everybody in my area that we can compete with anybody in the world.
I say my first ever competition when I went to CT. I had a nervous breakdown. I had to overcome a lot of things that was in front of me that was blocking me and hindering me from my own personal growth.
When I win BarberMania, I see it as a competition. I see it as having fun, but I also love what I do. And like I said before, everyone here traveling has a story, but no one came here to just have an experience. Everyone here came to win.
It's just gonna signify that I do have what it takes to be, you know, a top dog in this industry and stuff like that. I really can't answer that question. And if I win, I win. But I'm most definitely gonna turn up on that win though.
Another accomplishment, and I'm putting GMP Pro on my back.
It's That Guy Rick.
My name is Chakzilla.
And I got the cutting edge.
And I got the cutting edge.
But now we're moving on to the freestyle category, the BarberMania tournament. So today we're gonna pick the models that we have selected, and we're gonna allow a chance for the judges to look at the models and study the hair.
All right, guys, would you guys be able to take a left?
Move next side.
Some scars there.
Yeah. Let's get some scars.
These warriors from front north. That is a compliment there. Exactly.
Okay. I mean, it's a freestyle. We're going for the freestyle. Every freestyle is different, right? Because you got to cater to the person that you have. You're not gonna put shooting stars on somebody that you wouldn't see shooting stars on, right? So it's kind of like freak it. Freestyle is freestyle, but whatever it is, freak it.
So for me, I want you to take a look at your models, whichever model you guys get, and be able to do a design that fits that model's head shape and tuck the hairs.
Good luck.
I mean, before Frank talks, right? I just want to say, wait, just a second. Don't think that sometimes a lot is better, right? Sometimes simplicity wins, right? Because depending on who you have in front of you. And another thing that I said earlier, today is not who's the best barber, it's who came prepared for what you have in front of you, right? Because it's whoever, you could be the best, and then you didn't come prepared today, you lost. You know what I'm saying? So just think that.
I agree with Platinum. I think sometimes less is more. That's what you see in the industry. I also don't get lost in that, because just because it's less and you do less doesn't mean you win either, because somebody else does phenomenal work and you did more, but it all aligned and it made sense. Yeah. Then you know, we don't want to take that backlash on us as well. I think for me, what I would like to see in a freestyle category is it's nice clean lines, symmetry, you know, placement, where you place this freestyle, overlooking the models. When I had the chance to do it, I seen already something that I would do on one particular model because the individual has scars, and I would try to complement that. I would build confidence with my client as well in doing these designs, so this way I can better my skills. And also I great social media content. Look, I cover up these scars by doing designs. So in a sense, look at what you have there and then complement what you had there and create your freestyle, man. And remember, don't get lost in the sauce. Don't try doing somebody else's stuff. Really focus on the freestyle and create art, because you guys are both artists here. You guys both made it here. You guys have something to represent. So that's really what I want to see. I want to see you guys enjoy your time, have fun, and love each other.
Yeah! So you guys heard it from the judges themselves. You guys have any questions, comments, or concerns before we get into it?
Oh, no, so I heard it loud and clear.
Right, man, it's ready for this, right? Okay, so this coin has two sides, all right? Rick, you're the first one who is selecting the side of the coin that you want to choose.
I'm gonna go with heads, man. You know, one step ahead, you know, one step.
You was thinking about that. It's my line right now. I got you, man.
Let's get it.
So,
Eggs.
Naturally.
Oh.
Kids.
Yes. I already will know what I want. I'm a true wild card, so I'm gonna go with this guy. And leave the pretty shit to this boy.
All right, that guy Rick, man. I seen a lot of little controversy right there. I want to know why the wild card and why this selection.
I got a statement to make tonight. You know, I competed everywhere, and when I walked in, I checked both of them out. You know, this is more of what the industry look for, they go for. I checked him out first, you know, very light hair, not too much going on the top. I could recreate it, be creative, like, you know, what this category stand for. So, plus I ain't see the scars in the back of his head, and it gonna give me something to work with.
All right, I like that, man.
I love that you took that challenge.
Yes, sir.
Now, Shaq, you didn't have the opportunity to pick your model first. How do you feel about the model that you have?
Every time I could be here or I could be anywhere else, I've always had models that like I'd never cut before. So it really didn't matter who won the coin toss. To me, a good barber can mold himself into whatever he needs to be able to give that client a good haircut. So I'm just ready to go.
Okay, we got ourselves a BarberMania is also sponsored by Salute the Barber, a clothing brand built to represent the craft, the culture, and the hustle. Obviously by barbers, for barbers. Tap in, shop the collection, and represent the culture the right way. Tu sabes?
On a count of three, Clippers on. Best of luck to you, my brother. This is count of three, Clippers on.
you guys have 40 minutes to finish this category. And when the timer is off, you got to put everything down. Are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, go!
All right, I'm here with that guy, Rick. Rick, tell me how confident you are right now.
I'm super confident, man. I believe in myself, man. You know, over the years, a lot of my peers, my supporters, you know, my mentors, they always tell me I got what it takes to be the best. So, you know, they instilled that in me. So I do got total confidence in myself.
And right now on this stage, who are you making proud?
Making everybody proud, man. Salute the Barber Movement, United Barber Club, you know, everybody, bro. There's some people in the building I'm going to make proud tonight. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of people proud of me after this because I'm going to show a skill set that, you know, most people ain't haven't saw yet, you know.
Now tell us, Rick, what's your strongest weapon? Speed, creativity? What's your execution like?
So I'm gonna be real, man. They call me Mr. Fade Tassie, you know. My strong suit has always been fading. That's one of the first haircuts I learned how to do. I kind of stood with that and I branded myself off Mr. Fade Tassie. So I say fading, man. Fading is one of my best strong suits in the game.
What's on the line for you today during this battle?
To be honest, I just like to put pressure on myself. That's how I grow. That's how I've got elevated in this barber industry through competing. So this is all I know.
Why BarberMania and why now?
BarberMania has always pushed me to the edge. I've done a lot of competitions. I've competed everywhere, and this is way different than anywhere else. And I feel like this is the epitome of barber competitions. Overall, I like a new challenge. I like the fact that I'm challenged differently every single time.
What's that one detail that you know the judges are looking for?
I think I listen very well when it comes to competing. I think that they don't say things for no reason. Everything they say, I take into consideration, and that's what I try to do. That way, if it is a tight battle and they are going skill for skill, they give me the nod because I paid attention to what they asked for.
Hey, reckless tour, but I got expensive habits.
This is Freestyle, where creativity isn't just art, it's ammunition. Every blend is a statement. Every line is precision under pressure. Every detail could be the difference between moving on or going home. They're not just cutting for themselves. They're cutting for their city, their shop, their people. Under these lights, excuses disappear. Only execution matters. One barber advances, one step closer to the title. Who has what it takes? The time is now.
Mixed with action, play us. Out of this Atlas, way up. I got a passion, yeah, play us. I got a passion, full static, ready on go. Don't let it unfold. Be smart, if you're ready, let's roll. Feeling like this, you never get in my zone. That's me, man, I'm standing on my own. Man, we ain't one of the same, one of the ways I do this all on my own. I'm back in my zone again, no way can I hold it in. Look at me when I'm growing them. I'm the OG cold and I'm cold defend. From the west to the east when I'm blowing it, I'm showing them how to make moves again. Look at me, I don't break rules again. I'ma go drop rules for them. Show them how to win, not lose again. Whoa, look at the way that we walk, it's a habit. Look at the fabric, all of it lavish. They say I'm sleeping, but where is the mattress? I don't believe him, I hear him, I'm gasping. Look at the way that we walk, it's a vibe. All in the eyes, you see the vibes. I've been expensive since I was 5. I'm telling no lies, hey. Reckless tour, but I got expensive habits. 7, 6, Michael. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Rick, you just finished with your portion of the competition. Tell me right now, how are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling excellent, man. You know, very creative. Like I said from the start, I'm a wild card. Nobody never they don't expect what I'm gonna do. So to be creative in that moment, I had scars in the back of the head. I found out another scar on the side, you know what I'm saying? And plus I was working with a different hair texture that I had to manipulate. So, you know, I feel like I did great tonight, you know?
How confident are you that you're gonna make it to the next round?
Oh, I'm very confident, man. You know, I just feel it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, I listened to the judges. I pinpoint what they was really talking about. I got crisp lines, you know. I didn't oversee my enhancement. I really didn't use an enhancement, you know. I did a very creative cut, business in the front, party in the back type of style. Like I said, I had something to go work with, so I just worked with what I worked with.
And if you had 10 more minutes in this competition, is there anything else you would have done? What would you have done?
I would have pulled out my razor. Like I said, I'm not a freestyle competitive. This probably like the third time I ever competed in freestyle. I came here to push myself to the limit and know what I need to work on in the future. Is win, lose, or draw, Rick. Everybody who know you, boy, you already know. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna put on for the city. But yes, ma'am.
All right, Rick. Well, best of luck to you.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all know what it is. That guy Rick coming live and direct with it. Yes, sir.
All right, Alex, you just finished your competition. What point did you feel the most pressure?
At the very end. It's always the last minute or two. just crunch. You try to make sure you didn't forget simple things. So yeah, the last maybe like minute is always a little intense.
Alex, you did not get to pick your model. If you would have picked, would you have switched models, or are you happy with who you got?
I'm happy with who I got. I think he, either way, I feel like I would have done a good job on either or, but I always put myself in positions to win, and his hair texture was just a little more darker. So I didn't need to put enhancements on a lot of things. So that's why I did it.
Do you think that you did enough to move on to the next round?
Yeah, I think I think I did. I think, like I said before, I came to win, and it's just another competitor, and I feel like I won already, and I feel like I'm on to the next one already.
Well, Alex, good luck, and hopefully you move on to the next round.
Freestyle. Last of the night, I'll have to say I was super excited because y'all came in here hype as hell. And y'all both disappointed this. I'm going to say my piece. Just because I'm going to say my piece, I was fighting for another round. I'm going to start with you, Chad. You've been here before. You know what I mean? So you already know how we're going to do. The design, we played it safe. I feel like you knew you had it in the bag, or that you thought you had it in the bag, but you've been here before, so we can't treat you nice, right? So I'm gonna go on you. The one side, there's a line from the beginning to the end where there's just a fade. You know what I mean? The styling in the top, I seen you style the hell out of here before. So I just feel like you just weren't safe the whole ways around. It's not that you're not better, it's just that you played it safe. There was a little bit of blood that we could say is dry skin, but it's a competition, so you came to win. And if you in a big stage, you've seen portraits, you've seen things like that before. And when you see blood, it doesn't matter if you was the best haircut in there. A drop, you already know that it's a thing, right? So for me, I was like, all right, how we going to judge it? And Rick, it was just like, to me, that was a transformation because I didn't know how you was going to get the hair to go front. You got it to go front. But then I went to the shape up and I see a pushback. That's on camera. It's like you see the pushback. Like in 2 days when that start coming in, it's like, right? And then just on the one side from here to here, you can see the line. But those are those little things that when you're on camera, how you don't take the points off, right? Like how I can say this is a haircut, but as soon as you cut a camera, they're gonna see it. It's not that I'm gonna lie for you or this. The people got eyes. They're gonna see that. The same thing I'm gonna tell you with that line there. And I feel like you were sacred without too much of the blade, so that's why we didn't see no blood. So that's why I'm like, damn, if both of them would have went with the blade and you would have seen blood, then I wouldn't even come at you like there's blood on both, right? But we got one that played it safe in one way, but left one thing, and then you went in the other side, didn't play it safe, but you already know, what it is. So for me, I would have rather used go again, but that's not possible. On my behalf, I would have went for another round, because today, I would have had passed me. None of you two, because I think that y'all both have way more talent than that.
Last category of the night, freestyle category. You guys have 40 minutes to get creative. Rick, I'll start with you. First thing that I noticed was when I looked at your hair, your model from front, his hairline side, the vertical bar, definitely off. That's something that isn't, that's super important, right? You have a client in your chair, a new customer, and they go, where's clients do out there to get their haircut, right? They run to their bathroom, they're looking in the car, be rear view mirror, and that's the first thing that they see, right? They're gonna look up and they're gonna see wool there, and now, that can hurt you a lot. So that's really what stood out to me. But just the design to me, I just did not feel like it fit with the overall look. It's just that simple. The skin was pretty irritated. It also was very dry. So I took a look on the other side and I did notice some dry areas.
I expect to be a little bit more. This is the creative view style. There's certain things that I thought that could become better. The right wedge, top part, should have been blended better on your side, and you left some lines in it from the bottom. You said you couldn't, your weakness is design lines. Not bad. My problem with that was the way you blended. I thought that the areas where you blended from light to darkness could have been a little bit better blended. The other side, there was no transition between the long hair and short hair. Hey, and that wash your Simpics. Something going on today where I'm seeing so many lines in Simpics. Chakzilla, I expected more from me. I see work. You're an amazing barber. But this is a competition. I felt you could have done better in the haircut. I totally feel the styly part of it, you could have given more texture on top. You put too much design line in the fade and you did not create the top. I felt like that was your weakness, one of your weaknesses. For me, the back at the bottom, I think you could have done a little bit better at the nape area where you let that hard line at. Something a little bit more. This was tough. This was really tough because I know you guys are like amazing barbers, man. And I'm not trying to take nothing from you or make you feel less of a barber. You have to understand that. What it is or what it is.
Number one, congratulations to the both of y'all for being here. Really a great honor to have individuals like you competing and showcasing your talent. When it comes to judging, this becomes a hard point because you have to detach emotion. You have to just judge what you see. I don't really know like your guys' work as all, which is great. I just get to see what I see here. Who was in the back was talking to the judges. I think he got as hard as, not as who did better, but trying to figure out who can move on to the next level. So in a sense, we took scores. Just off rip, I just want to share with you, just so you guys both know, we looked at impact and originality, design execution, precision. We also looked at the blends and the connections, line work and edge work, the difficulty, and how you manage your time. Putting that all into consideration, I just want to allow both of you to understand that whoever moves on today only moved on by 2 points. And I don't feel like moving on to the next level should be that close. You guys are representing who you are and representing BarberMania and putting it on the platform where it's going to be seen to the world. And we want to give them the best. Not saying you guys are not talented and you guys are not the best. I just want the viewers that see this today to understand that all of these individuals, I don't know if it was a harder task or the model that you had in front of you, or maybe overwhelmed yourself with a model you picked. But I will say one thing, if I were to say great things about this is that guy Rick, I loved your beard. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought if you was in fade and beard, I think that would have been phenomenal to see. Your haircut in the back, as far as the design goes, and the scars that were left there, that were there, when I looked at it, I can't really tell that the gentleman had to start. So for me, in that task, you did that well. As far as Chakzilla, I've really never seen your work aside from what I've seen on the prior episodes. Go in, my guy. You go in. And today, I feel like that model there, since he walked into this building, I've been staring at him like, damn, I love to cut his hair. At any competition we ever would have been to, that was the guy that 1 million people would have asked, are you a model today? I think for the other judges and aside, I would add a little input on that. You know, from watching you prior, they feel like their expectations were a little higher. I want to let you know today, I had no expectations of you. I'm just doing what I see here today. What I see here today is a complete haircut. From what I hear, the bossing, this guy, you gotta look at it. I would respect a little bit more, right? Again, who am I? Who are we, right? I'm not trying to be the man above, but I will say today, you guys did your best, but the person that will be moving on to the next level is by a measly 2 points. So you guys work close in the competition that you guys executed here. Thank you guys for having me, and thank you guys for competing. Yeah! So by 2 points, Chakzilla, you have the cutting edge.
Yo, BarberMania Season 3, we live to fight another day. We're taking it home tomorrow.
This is Behind the Cut with Lily Fates. Now, Rick, unfortunately, you didn't make it through this competition. How do you feel about the outcome?
First and foremost, man, the judges like what they like. But I feel like I did great, you know, especially that was the hardest model. And, you know, I had to work with certain things that the other person didn't. And, you know, especially when they say he had blood in his hair, it's still like, damn, you know. But like I say, the judges like what they like. I came to do my thing. I ain't got nothing else to say about it.
What would you say was the hardest part of the battle?
The hardest part was coming up with a creative way to, you know, come off the scars in the back of his head. He didn't have much hair to deal with it in the beginning, so it was just basically coming up with a creative idea to be able to execute a proper cut that fits him. But as you know, certain head types just don't deserve to be in freestyle over other ones, you know what I'm saying? So I just had a bigger module of a canvas than the other guy, and I just felt like, you know, improvement. I could have used my razor to make it more sharper. I could have did more things, but you know, I had to work with what I got.
Do you have any advice for anybody in the future that's going to be on BarberMania, that's going to compete on this stage, on this platform?
My only advice is come ready, man. What I know, they throw curveballs at us, and you know, you just got to be on your toes. The judges, I'm gonna say it personally, they hard to impress. So they all got their own styles and the way they think things should go, which is, you know, that's what judging is. So just say, come prepared, bro. Come ready to execute, and just come be yourself, unique, creative, all that and above.
Pick the harder model, and you know what, you did your best, and I think you did a really good job. So best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, first off, congratulations, Alex, on taking the win. I want to ask you, what was the first thought that went through your mind when they announced that you were the winner?
The way they were deliberating, I thought I had it in the bag soon as I got done. But when they started, you know, breaking down my haircut, I got a little nervous because I was like, you know, like it just doesn't seem like they were rocking with the haircut. So, but I was happy. I was happy that I went to the second round. I definitely take in consideration everything they're saying, and I'm gonna just come back way harder tomorrow. I sometimes need that, and I'm glad they gave me that. And tomorrow you're gonna see a whole nother version of me, and I'm winning this, so I have to.
Okay, and I know that you weren't able to personally choose your model. Are you happy with who you got, or would you have switched if you had the power?
No, like I said, I didn't come in. When I saw both models, I really was gonna just figure out what I was gonna do whenever I got them. The model that I had on paper, from when you see it, it looked easy, but he had a lot of dry skin. He had a lot of ridges on his scalp. From a distance, it looked like the easier model, but every model poses its difficulty, so it didn't really matter to me. I just feel like I gave a B+ when I could have gave an A, and I could have blew it out the water, and that's the only thing that's kind of like eating at me right now.
So now that you've been through a competition and got through this one, is there anything that you're going to take with you into the next one?
For sure, I'm gonna move a little faster. I'm gonna move more efficient. This is the first time that I use that bag, but no excuses. Like I said, I'm gonna be more alert next time. I'm gonna move a little more efficient, and I think you guys are gonna see the better version of myself. I'm always better the second time. So yeah, like I said, I'm here to win this. So performance like that isn't gonna make it far. So I have to level up.
All right, Alex. Well, I just want to say one more time, congratulations and best of luck in the future competitions.
Won't disrespect, so I disregard fools, all of them be facades. And they still in the streets and they're writing statements. Oh my lord, there's rats at large. I copped it soft, but I turned it hard. Like how your girl gets me after dark. None of my peers got applied, no pressure. VIO, then I'm on that bar. Disrespect, so I disregard fools, all of them be facades. And they still in the streets and they're writing statements. Oh my lord, there's rats at large. I copped it soft, but I turned it hard. Like how your girl gets me after dark.